Hello, my name is Becca. I'm one of the yoga instructors who teaches here at Muse Yoga and Fitness. I'm in the studio today. I will share with you a video for post-running yoga stretches. If you just ran, this might be great. Also, if you didn't run, you can also feel free to take this class. I ran this morning, and that is why I'm offering this to you. If you have a mat, get your mat out. If you have blocks, we can use our blocks. If you have a resistance band, awesome. If you don't have any of these things, we can still do what we need to do. To start, I invite you to sit comfortably, however makes sense for you. I like to sit cross-legged. This is my default pose, for better or for worse. I also like to sit on a block on the low setting to elevate my pelvis, to give my hips some space. Sit however makes sense for you. Press down into what you're sitting on, and then can you grow a little bit taller through your spine, along your spine, through the crown of your head. Roll the shoulders up, back, and away from the ears, and see if you can slide your head back so that your ears are in line with your shoulders are in line with your hips. Your hands can be on your body, in your lap, or somewhere else. Have your eyes focused on a spot in front of you, or close your eyes. Settle into the space that you have. Settle into this time that you have taken out of your day to show up on your mat, to do something for you. Invitation to take 3 smooth, slow, steady breaths with me. If you're joining me, exhale completely. Take a big breath in. Two more just like this, big breath in. One more time, full inhale. We'll continue to breathe smooth and steady. Eyes can be open, eyes can be closed. Inhale, roll the shoulders forward and up, and exhale, roll the shoulders back and down. Whew. 2 more. Inhale, roll the shoulders forward and up. Exhale, roll the shoulders back and down. 1 more just like this. Inhale, roll the shoulders forward and up. Exhale, roll the shoulders back and down. Move props and things out of your way. Reach your arms wide by the sides. We'll move with our breath, palms face up. As you inhale, reach your arms high, maybe look high. As you exhale, press the air away. 2 more just like this. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, press the air away. 1 more just like this. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, press the air away. We'll add a twist. Inhale, reach up, look up. As you exhale, rotate towards the right, release arms down by the sides. Press your fingers into the floor. Roll your back shoulder up and onto your back. Rotate as far as feels comfortable for you, and then relax shoulders. Press head back in line with shoulders. And we'll stay here for a full inhale and a full exhale. Same thing, second side. Inhale, reach up, face forward. As you exhale, rotate in the opposite direction. Release hands down for support. Press down into what you're sitting on. Lengthen along the spine. Roll the back shoulder over onto the back and look to the side or over your back shoulder. Sit tall. Breathe steady. Inhale, reach up, face forward. Exhale, arms long by the sides. We'll continue to move the spine in all directions to warm up before we take some cow-cats, before we take some more running focus stretches. Keep your left hand down on the earth, reach your right arm up. Press down into the earth, lengthen as you inhale, and as you exhale, side stretch to the side. Just like I just did, you can walk bottom fingers out. You can rotate your torso down. Maybe this gives you the sensation, the stretch you're looking for, and face forward or rotate up. On your next inhale, use the strength you have within you to reach all the way up with both sets of fingers, and then exhale, release the other hand down. Inhale, lengthen up as you press down into the earth, and exhale, side stretch to whatever degree. You can use your bottom hand for support. Again, options. I like to twist my torso towards the floor because I get a stretch on the back that I like, but you can face forward or rotate your heart up, whatever makes sense for you. Once again, use the inhale to lift all the way up, and then exhale, release the arms down. We'll come into a tabletop position. Come off of your block if you had it, hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. To stretch the bottoms of your feet, tuck your toes. To stretch the tops of your feet, untuck your toes. I'm going to stretch the tops of my feet because they were in shoes all morning for my run. Fingers are spread wide. Press the palms into the floor and then slide shoulders away from ears and squeeze shoulder blades together on your back. Feel active and strong through your core, your torso, your center. And then from here, we'll move through some cow cats. Press the heart to the floor, squeeze shoulder blades together, lift tail, lift gaze for cow. This is the breath in. And as we exhale, push the floor away. Feel space between the shoulder blades, tuck tail and chin for cat. 2 more like this as you inhale. Lift the heart, squeeze the shoulders together. As you exhale, feel space between the shoulder blades. 1 more. Let it go. We'll come back to a stable table. And then from here, tuck the right set of toes, extend the right leg long behind you. One part of our body is in plank, one part of our body is in table. Press out through the inner edge of the heel for a calf stretch, the center of the heel for a calf stretch, the outer edge of the heel for a calf stretch. Stay here. We can draw a line with the right set of toes over to the left. Squeeze the left shoulder and the left hip together and then look over to the left. This is a side stretch through the right side of the body with my right foot reaching over to the left. Stay here for an inhale, exhale. Reach the right leg long behind us. We'll come to a side plank. Left shin swivels behind us. Left hand is on the floor. Right heel is on the floor. Reach the right arm up. You can look up, take another side stretch, the same side stretch we just took facing the floor, or maybe take some arm circles. Shoulders can get tight from running. My biceps are always so sore after running. My upper back is always so sore after running. Option to stay here in your side plank, or press down into the left hand, press down into the left knee, and lift the back leg away from the ground. Maybe bend the leg, reach back for the back foot, press the foot into the hand, squeeze the shoulder blades together, press the hips forward, kind of like our cow, for a thigh stretch. Stay here. Release what you got going on, face forward. Right foot comes in between the hands. This is a great place for blocks to bring the floor closer to you. Press down into the floor with the right foot, wiggle the back knee further back and press the hips forward to get into the hip flexors. Feel, breathe, be for an inhale, exhale. Bring hips back over back knee, lengthen through front leg. I like to walk my hands and blocks closer to the back knee. Press the toes into the floor. The stretches through the top of the foot. Stay for a cycle of breath. Stay here or lift the toes away from the floor. Dig the heel into the ground. Imagine you're hugging your right heel towards your left knee, using your adductors, your inner thighs. Press down into the floor. I feel a sensation on the outer edge of my right leg. Rebend through the front leg. Hands can stay framing the front foot, or I like to bring hands to the inside of the front foot. Press the hips to the floor, squeeze the shoulder blades together, lift the heart. You Can stay here, or we can take another variation of a thigh stretch for twisted monkey. We can bend the back leg, right hand to left foot, reach back towards the back leg. Oh, I just got a big cramp in my hamstring. Woo. Reach for the foot, roll the right shoulder up and onto the back, press the hips forward, press foot into hand, hand into foot, stay for a breath. Release what you got going on. Move the blocks out of the way. We'll come into a lizard pose. Hands come to the inside of the front foot. I guess you could keep the blocks if you wanted them. Stay with your right knee towards the right shoulder, or fan out the right knee for a few breaths. And then from here, come up onto the fingertips, toes point out, catty corner, lift the back knee away from the ground, look towards the top of the mat, one or many steps. We'll make our way into Malasana Yogi Squat. This is a great place also to sit on a block. You can sit on a block at the high height. You can sit on 2 blocks on the low height. It looks like this. Toes are pointing out, knees are pointing out. Press elbows into legs to get an inner thigh stretch. Long through the spine. Stay for 2 breaths. Come out of this. We'll take the same couple movements on the second side. This is what we're doing. This is all we're doing. From here, tabletop position, shoulders away from the ears, hands underneath shoulders, tuck the left side of toes, extend the left leg back behind us. Stay or press out through the inner edge of the heel, the center of the heel, the back of the heel. I'll spin around. And then for our side stretch, right shin spins behind us, so it's right hand, right knee, outer edge of the left foot, left arm reaches up. You can stay here, take some circles. And stay here in your side plank, or you can lift the back foot away from the ground, bend the knee, reach left hand to left leg, press hips forward as you squeeze shoulder blades together. Woo, I feel it in my outer groin hip area on this side. Release the foot, release what you got going on, face forward, wiggle the left foot in between the hands. Again, a great place for blocks, left foot in between the hands. From here, wiggle the right knee a little bit further back, press hips forward to get into the hip flexors of the right leg. Squeeze shoulder blades together, lift up. Stay here or half split pose. Bring the hips over the back knee. Lengthen through the front foot. Again, I like to bring my hands and blocks closer to the back knee, but you can always stay a little bit more folded forward. Press the toes into the ground to stretch the top of the foot for a breath in, breath out. Option to lift the toes away from the floor. Dig the heel into the ground. Hug the heel towards the right knee. Use your adductors, your inner thighs. Press down into the floor with the left heel. Again, I feel it on the outer edge of my left leg and a little bit of my glutes. Stay here or rebend. Bring hands to the inside of the foot, on or not on the blocks. Stay here for the hip flexor stretch. You can keep the left knee in close to the body, or you can point the left toes to the side and release the left knee to the side. Stay here, or we can take twisted monkey, another thigh stretch variation. Right hand is to the floor or a block. Reach the left arm wide and around, bend the back leg. Make contact with the hand and the foot. Press the foot into the hand, hand into the foot. Roll the left shoulder up and onto the back. Eye of the right elbow is forward towards the top of the mat. Stay for a big breath in. And a steady breath out. Gently release the back foot. Hands come to the inside of the front foot for lizard. Left toes can stay facing forward. Press the hips to the ground. You can keep left toes facing forward, or left toes can point out to the side. Release the knee a little bit to the left. Fan the knee. And then just like side one or many steps will come to a malasana, yogi squat. Fingertips are on the ground. Knee is pointing to the side. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee away from the ground. One or many steps. Malasana, yogi squat. This time I'll sit on 2 blocks on the lowest setting, stacking 1 block on top of the other. The soles of the feet are on the ground. The knees are pointing in the same direction as the feet. Palms are pressing into one another. Get really tall through the torso. Press down into what you're sitting on, or reach your tailbone towards the earth. Press the elbows into the thighs. Sit up nice and tall. 2 breaths. Come out of your malasana. We'll meet with the soles of the feet together, knees wide. You can use your blocks again if you have them to support the outer edges of the legs, the knees. Move any flesh out from underneath you. Press down into the earth. Sit up nice and tall. Roll the shoulders up and onto the back. Can stay here. Again, relax the inner thighs. Or if you like, you can tip the torso forward. Lengthen through the spine and then reach nose to toes. Maybe 1 more breath cycle. Sit up nice and tall. Hands come by the sides. Feet come to the floor, and then extend the legs long. Shake them out. We'll come to lie on our backs. We'll use the strap for our bridge pose. If you don't have a strap, that's okay. Feet on the floor, knees lift up towards the ceiling. Relax your body onto the ground. If you do have a strap, or not a strap, what is this called? A resistance band. You can bring this around closer to your body on this side of your knees. So like your low thighs. Press your feet into the ground. Feet are underneath the knees. Slide your shoulder blades so that they're flat along the earth. Press your palms into the floor. Press the back center of your skull into the ground. With the resistance band, if you have one, press out into the resistance band. The idea is to engage the outer muscles to be strong here. And then we'll take the opposite move with the block, hugging the block with the inner thigh. So if you have a resistance band, press out into it just to feel the sensation of engaging these muscles. Press down into the floor with your feet. Press down into the floor with hands, shoulders, arms, back, center of the skull. And as you next exhale, lift your pelvis away from the ground. Press out into the band. Hug your heels towards your shoulders to engage the hamstrings, the back of the legs. Tuck your tailbone, lift your hips up. Relax your face, stay for a full breath in. A steady breath out. And as you inhale, release your hips to the floor. Ditch the band. Feet as wide as mat, and then sway shins side to side. This massages the tush, the glutes, releases the low back. If you have a block, We'll bring a block on the narrow way. There's three heights: narrow, medium, and then high. So on the narrow way between the inner upper thighs. Instead of pressing out, if you had the band, we'll hug in. And you can do this without the block too. The block is just here to give us something to hug against so that we can feel the sensation. If you don't have a block, also totally fine. Press the feet into the ground, press the palms into the earth, snuggle so the shoulder blades are flat along the ground. Press the back center of your skull into the floor and then hug towards the block or where a block would be. Press down as you inhale, and as you exhale, peel your pelvis away from the floor. Lengthen your tailbone towards your heels by tucking your hips. Hug your heels towards your shoulders to engage the back of the legs, the hamstrings. Hug your inner thighs together. Relax your face. Stay for a breath in, a breath out. Inhale, release. My thighs were shaking. Ditch any props you had. Feet as wide as the mat. Knock knees together or sway shin side to side. For a shoulder stretch, we can bring the elbows wide. Bend the arms 90 degrees. Back of hands touch the floor. Again, option with your arms as you sway or knock knees together. Another hip stretch we can do. We'll bring the feet hips width distance, arms by the sides. Bring the right knee into the body and bring the outer edge of the right ankle on top of the left thigh. Gently press the right knee away. I feel a sensation here, sort of in my hip area, outer hip. Press the back of your head into the floor. Stay here, or for more intensity, walk your bottom foot closer towards your body. That can create more intensity. As another way to create more intensity, instead, you can lift your bottom foot away from the floor, interlace fingers behind the bottom thigh, the left thigh, and then hug your body in. Ooh, I feel it now, more like out here. Notice what you feel. Nothing should be painful. Can you stay for a cycle of breath? Release the bottom foot if you've lifted it. We'll try something and see how it goes. Keeping this situation, this leg shape. Walk the left foot to the right. And then release this whole situation so that the right foot connects to the floor. The right knee is pointing up towards the ceiling. And then I can reach my right hand to touch my left foot. Bring the left foot closer to your body. Hold on to the left foot with the right hand. Press your hips towards the left. Now I feel a sensation in my left hip flexors. Ugh. Right knee points up towards the ceiling, or you can release the right knee a little bit to the side. A little bit of a thigh stretch, but really I feel this like hip flexor situation. Unwind, untangle. Option to bring knees into the torso, lift your feet away from the ground, roll ankles, point and flex. Take these last couple moves on the second side, then that's it. Feet on the floor. Bring left knee into torso, outer left ankle on top of right thigh. Flex through the lifted foot, gently press the left knee away. Same options for intensity. From here, when you're ready, release the foot if you had it lifted, and then the same thing on the second side. We'll wiggle the shape to the left, release the knee to the right. The left foot will connect to the floor. Left knee stays lifted up towards the ceiling. With the left hand, reach towards the other end of the mat. Maybe left hand grabs right foot, press foot into hand, hand into foot. Reach right knee towards top of mat, press hips to the right. Woo! I feel this. Notice what you notice, feel what you feel. Nothing should be painful. When you're ready, unwind, untangle. Bring the knees into the torso, lift feet away from ground, stay still or roll ankles, point and flex. Maybe rock a little side to side, massage the low back, massage the glutes. If you have time from here, you can set yourself up for a rest. You can extend arms long, legs long, palms face up. If you have blocks, you can bring the blocks on the low setting underneath the thighs, knees are up towards the ceiling, and then blocks are underneath the thighs. Sometimes this feels nice for me. You could also bring knees wide, soles of feet together, left hand to heart, right hand to belly. Sometimes I like to reach my arms over my head to grab opposite elbows to frame my head. This feels nice for a shoulder stretch for me. Set a timer for 1 to 5 minutes and rest. Relax your jaw, your body, and focus on your breath, or slowly count down from 50. At the end of yoga, usually, most often, we take rest. So take rest if you want to take rest. If you're ready to rock and roll, we did it. We got some good stretches in, post-run, or just in general. I hope to see you soon at Muse Yoga and Fitness or in Philly.